Hey, and let me take you on a little tour of the course. Many of the courses at LVC are being put into the same format, but there are also some differences, and I just want to make sure you know how to get around in executive communications. So, I am in student view. We can just ignore that. I'm in student view. You can see this pink down here. You can ignore that. But since my instructor view is a little bit different, I want to show you exactly what it is that you'll be seeing. So here on the home page, you can learn a little bit more about me. And if you scroll down, this will be what's also called the course landing page. And if you scroll down a little bit, you'll be able to see that that the modules are listed down here. So you can always access the modules that way. In many courses, you have opportunities to access things in multiple ways. And so it kind of becomes one of those you choose. So you could always either scroll down here, although quite honestly, I'm not sure why you would, because you can also access the modules over here on a regular basis. This course is based on a module view. So it's going to be important for you to always access through the modules. But before we get to that, let's also say that if you back up here, first time in your course, you do want to follow the Start Here button. So you can just click on that. And that is going to take you where you have the opportunity to click on the course syllabus. Again, let me point out there's an alternative way to get there. There's always going to be a place there. But this will give you some information and some resources that you can always access. I'm going to go back to the home page right now, which again, you can get there by going to the home page or using your back key. I'm going to use the home page because I want to show you that a couple of other things here on the home page. Again, this is the landing page, so this is the page that you will always come to when you get into the course. Here's yet another way to access the syllabus. Let me show you what that looks like. This is where you can download the syllabus here. This is actually the same page that you'll get to. You can see this is highlighted. The same page that you'll get to if you just clicked syllabus from the main menu. And if you scroll down through here, you will see a number of the policies, and you will also see the course summary and dates with due date times. One of the things that is new to Canvas, and I've started to take advantage of, is I can also put a to-do list on. So some of these are not necessarily assignments that you're graded on, but they were things that you will need to do. And the cool thing about that is that they then populate onto the calendar. So you can either, you can take a look here and populate the calendar that way. But I'm also going to show you that on your homepage view, and since we haven't started the course, this isn't populating, but you will have things that come up on a to-do list, and then it will also show you what's coming up. So you should always be able to track what's going on in this area over here. But let me show you the calendar view, which again you can get by here, or it will take you to the same place from this main menu over here. But I'm just going to click on viewing the calendar so that I can show you what you will see when you get there. Now, some of these dates need to be adjusted before I make this course go live, but you can see that, you can see that it's going to populate where the due dates are. Like I said, these actually are showing up on Monday, and they should show up on Sunday, and I'll be fixing that. But I wanted you to see the calendar view. Here's the thing that is cool. Two things. First of all, you as a student can put in an event. You can do something. So if there's something that's not on the to-do list that you want to remember, you can actually populate that. And you can also feed this into any of your other work calendars or personal calendars. So good to know that. Now, the only problem is that if you're in this view here, um, this is kind of a flaw in Canvas. I hate to say that because I love Canvas, but a little bit of a flaw that you then have to use. I typically use the back button, but you can also then go into courses and select the courses. So we're back here at this landing page. You can go into the modules here, which we're going to go into in a minute, or there's also a number of resources if you're not sure about things for the program as a whole. You can go in here. This is one of the places where you can access tech support from Canvas, which is really important. My experience is that there aren't a lot of issues with Canvas, but you have the opportunity to reach support under those resources. And if I remember correctly, it's also under syllabus information. Let me just double check there. Okay, I'm wrong about that. It's in the start here. Whoops. Sorry about all of this. But you can get down in here into the technical requirements, Canvas student orientations. And really probably the easiest way to get help is to click on this button here, which is going to take you into all kinds of opportunities to be able to get help in Canvas. So let's go into the module view. As I said earlier, this course is designed using modules, and so you can always get a view of what's coming up and what's involved in each module by going into the module view. I recommend that you go in, for example, if you're going to start module 1, that you start on the introduction. And then you can use these buttons to navigate at the bottom to always go to next or previous. I do want to show you, let me go back up here. I'm going to go back to the home because if you go into start here and you scroll down, there's also an option to start the course now, which is really what you should do. And you'll see I still need to put my video in there, but you can click using the navigating buttons. This is what I wanted to show you. Anytime there is a link, if you click on that link, it's going to open it in a separate window. And I'm not sure that you can see this here, but trust me, it will open in a second window so that you have two windows open and you don't lose your place in Canvas. That's why I do that. So there's the module view. You do have access to go into discussions. I want to point out that there is a pinned discussion. Takes a little second to pop up here. And this is the coffee shop, which we're going to use as part of our introductions, but that's also the place in case you have any general non-specific questions about the course that maybe another student could answer. You can post it there. If you have just a question that you'd like to pose to the group as a whole, you can go there. Okay. And then these discussions are not pinned, so they are ordered by recent activity. So it gets a little funky, to be honest with you. So you have to always know which discussion you're going to go into. Grades, I'll just pop on that so you can see what the grades area looks like. You'll be able to see that as we go through the course. Conferences you're not able to access right now, but I will be having two optional conferences, which are basically live synchronous sessions during the module on business writing and the module on presentations. They will be recorded in case you can't make it live, and that's where you will go to access that. Then there's the collaborations area, and that's telling you can't access that in Student View. And I'm not sure why, but that is an area that you should be able to go to in this class, you will have some case studies that you will work in a small group with, and you will be asked to create a Google Doc for the case study. And you should be able to use that. So I will make sure that that is functional. As you can see, the course isn't 100% ready as I'm recording this, but it will be by the time you're listening. So I do very much encourage you. I'm going to go back here to the home button. If you have not used Canvas before, again, you want to use the Start Here button. And I would strongly encourage you to go through the Canvas student orientation materials to learn more about Canvas. But hopefully that gives you an overview of where we're at with this course, and I hope that gives you a little bit of the lay of the land. Thanks for joining me on this tour of executive communications. Take care.